Starting in the 70s, he used his pre-Grammy gala to showcase the artists he made great, from Whitney Houston to Alicia Keys, even the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin.
It's a glittering audience, and the bond that they share is that they love music.
But becoming one of the industry's most influential record executives was never part of the plan. In the film Clive Davis, The Soundtrack of Our Lives, the New York native shared that he originally dreamed of becoming an attorney, graduating from Harvard.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Mike Geesh. I'm back again in this thing. And I think most of y'all have heard the news that legendary record producer Clive Davis has passed away at the age of 94. Now, Clive Davis is one of the most well-known and successful record producers ever. As you heard them, they said that he has produced the likes of Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin, two of the most, artists that are most well known to be connected with Clive Davis and him being connected with their successes. So yes, Clive Davis is dead, and he reached 94 years old. So you know what I'm saying, that's it's a good time. But yeah, over the years, I've heard a lot of things about Clive Davis. I've heard that, that he was, and not heard it. He said I heard it from him that he gay as fuck. He likes guys, you know what I'm saying? And that's, hey, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But I heard that, also heard that he was, that he used to deal allegedly with a lot of his artists. He nefariously in some ways. If you've seen the Diddy documentary on Netflix, you know that Clive Davis is the one that gave P. Diddy the deal to open Bad Boy. And Diddy, you know how Diddy get down. Clive Davis, Diddy. What was there a party? Was there some after parties between them two? I don't know. But I'm just saying these things have been said. But I saw something else, another video that I was like, what is going on? Talking about Clive Davis allegations coming out. They saying that he had something to do with Whitney Houston dying allegedly. That's what they saying. I don't know. And now I see something else. Whitney's estate responding to Oprah. I don't know what this is about on the Breakfast Club, but let's check it out.
Whitney Houston, her old manager and sister-in-law Pat Houston has spoken out in response to Oprah and some of the claims that Oprah made. If you guys don't remember, Oprah is receiving Cannes Lionheart Award over in France, and she shared a story about Whitney Houston falling at her show. Let's take a listen to the story that Oprah shared first.
I had such trust from the Oprah show audience that Whitney did, I think it was her last show with us, and she had gone back on drugs. The first interview I did with her when we'd gone behind stage and I asked her about her intention, she was clean. But the day she came to my show then to perform in front of the audience, she was not. And she fell off of the stage. And I knew that if that story got out that she'd fallen off of the stage, that she would be destroyed by that. And so even though the audience was there and the audience had cameras, I begged them not to put those pictures out because it would ruin her life, and they did not.
The other thing I was thinking about, what about people who went to that Oprah show and probably got them pictures but never put them out because Oprah told them not to, but now that Oprah done said something,
she done said the story,
it's fair game.
And people that would be a big story because that audio or that story was everywhere. So Pat Houston, as I mentioned, who controls Whitney Houston's estate currently, she responded.
Well, you snitching now, Oprah. You saying it now. You don't have to say it now. You could have kept it to yourself. Why we got to know that Whitney fell off the stage? We don't need to know that, Oprah. That's her business. Let that stay with her and you and the people that was there. Then nobody need to know Whitney Houston fell off the stage. We know she was on drugs. We know that was going down. We don't need to know the extras. And like they said, now everybody about to come out left and right. We about to see all type of stuff. All right, let's go to something else and see what this crazy ass chick Jaguar White has got to say about Clive Davis, and let's just see.
Uncle Fester was supposed to be like
I
Frodo.
thought you were gonna have her face on here. What is this? Not her? Is somebody else talking about it? No, we don't need that. Sorry, we don't need that, man. We're trying to find out about Clive Davis and what's going on with this guy. Clive Davis. Let's see. See what my boy got to say, man. Boy, Willie D, man. What you got to say, Willie, man? About your boy Clive.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? More reports and conversations continue to roll in on music legend Clive Davis, who died at his Manhattan home on Monday at the age of 94. One of those reports that people cannot stop talking about is a report of Clive Davis and Diddy. Such report states that Clive went to his grave with a secret that he was terrified of getting out, a secret that involved Diddy. Let me tell you straight up, fam, I do not care what freaky things grown folks do behind closed doors or in their personal time and all that stuff. It's not my business. What bothers me is when people use their positions of power, when they use those positions to take advantage of people, to especially younger people, right? There have been so many people who have been traumatized, young people who have been used and abused because there were people who had power that could make their dream come true. Can you imagine what position or how compromised you might be if someone had the key to your dream? I ain't talking about a goal.
I wouldn't be compromised because I ain't doing nothing for nobody. Nothing to compromise myself. I don't give a damn how much money you offer me. I'm telling you now. Somebody out there want to offer me $1 million. You want me to do some crazy, freaky, sick things? I'm not doing it. Not doing it. All right? Now, if you minus the sick, freaky things, then I'd take $1 million. But if you want me to do some crazy stuff, I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's not me. But a lot of people in this industry do things. We've heard the rumors, but we know that people in this industry do things. It's been so many rumors on so many people. We need a surviving Clive Davis. Okay? We need a surviving Clive Davis. We done had the surviving R. Kelly. We done had the Diddy documentary. Now we need a surviving Clive. The Clive files. The Davis files. We need them. Surviving R. Kelly, Diddy documentary, the Davis files. Okay? Because these white men been doing stuff too, way more than these black men, but y'all want to put all the black men out. Y'all put documentaries and everything on the black man, but you got the Epstein file. Y'all ain't no more media on that. And that's the sickest, most depraved stuff that you could ever imagine has been done by white men. I ain't heard not one black person related to the Epstein files. But we destroy the black men. And they shouldn't be doing it either. So I'm not sitting up here saying that they shouldn't be called out. Because, yeah, if you doing sick things to people or drugging people or doing all type of nefarious things to people, holding their dreams over their head, then yeah, you need to be called out. But these white guys need to be called out too and held accountable for the things that they've done. Because they messing with children. Real children. You know what I'm saying? Elementary school, babies. That's who they messing with. Yeah, so anyway, Clive Davis is dead, y'all, 95 years of age. I don't want to go too deep into what Willie D saying to anybody because it's all rumors, it's all speculation. We don't know what that man has really done, but we know he got some skeletons in his closet. And do I necessarily think he need to come out to the world? Yeah, I do. Because people need to know who people really are when they're evil and sick. You know what I'm saying? Now, discrepancy, everybody's sin, everybody falls short. So, you know, whatever little stuff you might have done, no. But if you have done major damage, people need to know the type of person you was, because otherwise they'll praise you and sing your praises and act like that you was a great person when you was really a demon behind closed doors. So that's the only time I think that stuff needs to be aired out to the world, when you have done a lot of damage to people, so people won't sing your praises and you really was a bad person. But yeah, that's all I got though. Like I said, Clive Davis is dead at 94, and yeah, it was about time, 94. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, if he really was a good man, and rest in peace. And I'm Mike Geesh. Please subscribe and comment if you got them. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.